Hello, everyone. Hello. I know we're a little bit late today, but that's okay because I've got some amazing stuff to share with you. So make sure that you grab your coffee, grab some tea, some water, bone broth, anything that you want, because we're gonna start off for a few moments talking with a friend of mine I'm so excited about. So come on in. Welcome. Hello, everyone. How are we doing today? Are we good? Is it good? Are you guys staying warm? Is everybody warm? The heat is on. It's beautiful here. The sun is out. I can hear the birds chirping. It's 5 degrees. Yeah. All right. Hi, and welcome to Coffee Break Live. I'm Dr. Latina Epps Thomas. I'm a naturopathic doctor with a telehealth medicine practice here in Memphis, Tennessee. I'm a yoga instructor. I'm the co-author of the book, The Health Coach Collective. I am a corporate health educator. I'm a speaker, and I'm the host of Coffee Break Live. My focus here with Coffee Break Live is to help you in your journey towards an authentically living natural lifestyle, as well as demystifying alternative methods of health and healing, while also encouraging you to take your health back into your own hands. And today, I am so excited because we have one of our very own Coffee Break Live crew members here with us. Her name is Sandra, and she's going to talk about her living room garden. Now, I first heard about her living room garden, about a half a year ago or so. Sandra started watching Coffee Break Live. Sandra started watching Coffee Break Live, and I noticed her, and I started following her, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. I love the fact that she has this organic farm in her living room, and that's what she calls it. And so I wanted to have her on because it is winter now, and we all want those fresh veggies and all of those really good herbs and things like that fresh, right? Well, one way you can get them is actually in your living room. So everybody throw some hearts up for our friend Sonda. Hello, Sonda. How are you?
I am good, Latina. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
I'm very glad to be here today.
Okay, so tell us all about this living room farm you have, your living room garden. Explain it to us. Tell us all about everything.
Okay, so this is my baby, and that's what I call her. She's my baby, and I am very fortunate because she provides us with fresh greens, fresh herbs, and all winter long.
I love that. Can we get a closer look?
Sure. Let me.
Oh, that is so cool. It looks kind of alien. That is awesome. I love anything that's kind of sci-fi.
It is. It's very Star Trek-y. So this is some relatively young lettuce that I have growing here. Yum. This is parsley that we have been harvesting off of since October.
Oh my gosh.
Down here. Mm-hmm. And I know this looks kind of ratty-tatty. This is actually wheatgrass that does what it does in the field. It's drying itself out.
Right.
And then I'm going to slowly walk you away from this. Sorry about that.
No, that's very cool.
I took these off of my tower last Thanksgiving and actually put them on the table. So I am hoping to drop these, and I'll show you how to put seeds in and make things grow. I'm going to try to grow these guys.
So then are you going to grind them and make your own wheat, like flour?
No. What I usually do with the wheatgrass is put it in my smoothie.
Is do what?
I put it in my smoothie.
Oh, okay. But the dried one, you're using the dried one for seeds though, right?
Yes, that's the plan.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna try it, experiment, and hope it works.
That is awesome. Okay, so what is that? Is that kale?
This is Dino Kale.
Oh, I love Dino Kale.
I planted this last November.
Uh-huh.
And because really I'm the only one that eats smoothies. So I grab 3 or 4 leaves a day. I will chop it up and put it into salads. It's much more tender than what you would get in the store. which could be weeks old by the time you actually purchase it.
Absolutely.
So, I mean, this is beyond farm to table. This is living room to table.
Right. I love it. I love it. Okay. So tell us all about this. Tell us, to walk us through everything.
Okay. So this is, oh, I'm sorry. I'm putting my hands in the way. So what you need to grow a tower garden is a light source, whether it's sunlight or our Star Trek lights that we have here. You need electricity and you need water, nutrients, and about 30 minutes a week.
30 minutes of your time a week?
Yes, that's
okay.
it.
Okay.
No previous garden experience is required.
Okay, so how do you get started? Like talk me through the whole thing.
Okay, so we have actually two different types of towers that are available. The one that I have is the Flex model. It is designed for indoor and outdoor use. When it's outdoors, no lights. So, and it's a bigger base. It's got about a 20-gallon reservoir. And it's designed to be outdoors. You can put the home version outdoors, but it's a little lighter. It's a 13-gallon reservoir. And Latina, can you run the How the Tower Garden Works video?
I think I have the one that I have is the last one that you showed me. You sent me
Okay.
two. I got the second one.
Okay, well, let's run that one. See which one that one is.
Okay.
Oh, why not?
All righty. Let me see. Here we go. And there we go. And I'm going to share it.
Okay.
Can you see it? Wait, hold on.
Not yet.
Give me 1 second here.
I'll get my coffee while you're doing that.
There we go. All right, let's share it. Share screen. All righty, there we go. Okay, I'm sharing it. I think it's...
Well, we'll find out if it goes out there.
Hopefully you can... Well, let me see. Hopefully... I think I just messed that up.
Don't worry about it. Then we'll keep going.
Oh, here we go. Add to stream. I got to add it to the stream.
Oh.
Okay, let's start over. There we go. Oh,
look at
wait a minute. I know, right?
Okay.
This is
the home version.
Yeah, so let me go back because it's
sure.
You guys, I'm always trying something new, so I'm trying out this new
This is pretty awesome.
I know, right? I'm loving it. Okay, we're going to start here. Then we're going to go here, and then we're going to add it to the stream. Okay, there we go. Yay. Okay, so this is it. This is the home garden. Okay, is this the one that you have?
No. No, I have the Flex. This is the home version. It's a little smaller, and it's more narrow, a little more sleek in design. So it's designed to fit in those smaller spaces.
Okay, so it doesn't really take up that much room.
Nope, it's about 24 inches across.
Okay,
like an end table.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I actually don't have the other video.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I couldn't get that.
So I'll explain how it works.
Okay, awesome. Please.
Okay. So this is an advanced type of hydroponics that they call aeroponics. And so what it, and you all know what hydroponics are. You've seen it, and it's where the roots are constantly in the water. So this is an aeroponic system where the roots get water and nutrients on them from a system where the water is pumped up through a center tube. And then there's holes in these different sections that you can see, and the water rains down over the roots that way.
I love that.
Right. You know, honestly, I half expect NASA to send these on the Mars trip. I really do. It's very sciencey. It's very technical, but it's not a complicated concept when you realize you're pumping water up and it's raining. So, and with this technology, you can get cleaner food because you know where it's coming from. You can get fresh, healthy food for your family. It's a more efficient way to grow in that you are recycling the water. So in reality, it's very sustainable. You're using about 90% less water than you would use for a regular garden.
Okay, so here's my question. Here's my question. So is there like a reservoir in there that holds all of the water, and how much water does it hold?
Does it hold? Okay. I don't know. I seem to be frozen up on my end, but you can see.
Nope, you're good. Right? Yep.
Okay. So the reservoir is at the bottom, and it holds mine holds about 20 gallons.
Okay. And how often do you have to fill it?
So it depends on your plants. So I fill mine, when I first started, I fill it, it's full. I probably put about 18 gallons in it. And then when you need to add water, depends on how large your plants are and what kind of feeders they are. If you have this outside with tomatoes, they're big feeders and big drinkers. So they're going to need more water more frequently. I usually put a gallon or two of water in about once a week with the nutrient solution.
Okay. All right. So when you go to purchase a tower garden, you can also purchase the nutrients.
Oh yes, you get everything you need. When you purchase your tower garden, you get everything included, because there's a little work that you have to do with the tower garden. So you have to feed it, right? Okay. You mix your nutrients in your reservoir and your water. You have to watch the pH, because depending upon your water, it could be more acidic or more basic. And it's really simple. They send you everything you're going to need to start your tower, including seeds.
Oh, wow. Can you use any seeds?
Yes.
Okay. Now, how often do you have to give it nutrients?
Every time you add water, you need to add nutrients.
Okay. Is that like once a week?
Usually you're going to add it once a week. If it's outdoors in the middle of July and you're growing tomatoes and other big feeders, you might have to do it twice a week.
So we saw the video of the tower garden that is smaller. Yours is bigger. How big would you say this tower garden is?
I have a little handy dandy card.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
So the tower garden flex system is about 30 inches in diameter at the base.
Okay.
And it's about 55 inches high. Okay.
Okay. So you'd probably have to put this in a larger space. Like you have yours in a living room or something like that.
Right. I have mine in the big opening between the living room and the dining room.
Okay.
Okay. So the tower garden system is 24 by 24 at the bottom, and it's 58 inches tall. It's a little taller because it has at the top, it has ports for microgreens. And I know you love your microgreens.
I do. Oh.
So it's got port. I don't know if you can see it because I can't see it on mine. I'm just going to keep talking.
Yes, I totally can see it.
Okay, so it's got ports for microgreens at the top. So with this system, when you order it, you get the smaller, sleek, and I call it the sexy Star Trek version of the tower garden. It has, I love this. It actually has a water level monitor. So you know where your water level is.
Love that.
I have to take off my access port and put my hand in to figure it out. It comes with the LED lights. So these lights are LED lights. if you notice that it's not the same lights that's on my Facebook page, full disclosure, I have the old lights. I borrowed these from a friend, a very good friend, and I love her very much.
Okay, so when you buy the actual tower garden, when you buy the kit, it comes with the lights, it comes with the tower, it comes with all of
the timer, the pump. It comes with a pH testing kit. It comes with pH up and down because of your water. You don't know what you're going to have. It comes with seeds. It comes with what holds all of these in here? A basket and what we call rock wool. So I don't know. Help me out. Can you see that?
I can. What is it?
Rock wool is a basaltic lava rock that is spun around like cotton candy and compressed into a little cube with a hole in the top. And they go into the ports, and that's what holds the root system in place.
Wow. Okay. All right. So now you can start. So you actually start with seeds. Like you can start with seeds. Can you start with little starter plants?
There are companies that sell specific plants for the tower garden. You can buy seedlings from a few companies. There are probably more, but I only know of a couple off the top of my head.
Okay. All right.
I tend to grow from seeds.
So does it, because it is growing from the LED lights, does it shut down? Like, do the LED lights shut down, or is it constant light all the time?
Okay. So plants need nighttime, right? That's how they function. And I'm going to let me know if you can see the timer.
Yep.
Okay. The timer is on the lights. So my lights generally come on between 3 and 4. And then they go off at about 7. Because we tend to eat a little later. So the light doesn't bother anybody during dinner.
Okay. So it's what, 12 hours?
It's probably closer to 7, probably closer to 12 or 13 hours.
Okay. Okay. All right. And then it shuts off. So it's not constant. So you're not running energy or electricity constantly. It's just for that period of time. Is it low? Like, is it kind of energy? You know,
the LED lights are very energy efficient. You're talking pennies a month.
Love it.
Okay. So, because the older ones that I have are fluorescent and they do, I mean, it's not a lot of energy in the month, but the LED lights are much more energy efficient. And there is a submersible pump in the reservoir, like I said, that pumps the water up and lets it rain down ever so gently onto the roots. So that is, that's another bit of electricity. It's also on a timer. Indoors, it's on about 15 minutes an hour. And then it's off. And it just goes 24/7.
And it's not like rain that's like it's not gonna splash anything out or anything. It's actually inside the actual tower.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have brought a section out from somebody, borrowed it and done that, but I didn't, so you could see what it looks like.
That's okay. So with the tower that you can put in the inside, the smaller one, that can't go outside.
It can. The general consensus seems to be that because it's lighter and my base is very broad and at the bottom, it's designed to be outdoors. When these initially rolled out, that's what the expectation was. Then creative people started bringing them inside with lights, so they adapted the technology to accept that. The concern is that the wind, they're really, if you can keep them where they get enough sunlight, but they're sort of sheltered, it would be better.
Okay. Okay. Now, how many plants can you grow in the smaller version?
Okay. In the smaller version, you have 32 plant pots.
Oh my
You,
goodness. Does that
you
include
have
the microgreens on the top?
16 microgreen ports and 16 of the larger ports, like I have on this one.
Okay. Now, can you only put microgreens in the microgreens port?
No, we have people who start their seedlings up there. You know, they start them and then move them down when they get bigger.
Huh. Okay, so the larger one that can go indoors or outdoors, how many plants can you do?
I have 20 on this. We have an extension kit where you can add more,
Uh-huh.
and you can add a microgreen extension kit to this one as well.
Oh, okay. So if somebody did want to get one like the larger one, they can, and but still wanted the microgreens, they can still do that.
Of course.
Okay.
We do have, you might have actually seen some of these if anybody's been through O'Hare Airport.
I haven't in a while, but okay, they have them there.
They have them there, and they get the greens to the restaurants, use them, and you can also purchase some as you walk out the door. So they're actually using these in much taller versions, which with much stronger pumps, as I call it new age farming. You can find tower farms that provide greens to communities just using these in a larger version on a commercial scale.
Wow. Now my mind is thinking of all the possibilities for that. That is amazing.
While you're thinking about that, let me talk about schools and teachers. We have an entire curriculum free for teachers. And we're talking about STEM programs with science and math.
Oh my gosh, that is genius.
Genius? No.
So if a teacher, so you have a program with teachers, do teachers get a discount? Do schools get a discount or something with that? Or if they purchase a tower garden, if teachers purchase a tower garden, then they can get this curriculum for free. Since we're doing a lot of homeschooling, I know that's one question. So I'll let you answer that question. And then I have another question.
Mm-hmm.
So the one question is, do teachers get a discount or something, or do schools get a discount for tower gardens? That's the first question. And then the second, you want me to
go ahead. Give me the second one.
Okay. Second question is, with all of this homeschooling that's going on, when a person purchases a tower garden, do they have to use like a school code or some type of teacher something to say, I am teaching from home and I would like the curriculum? Or can anybody just get the curriculum?
Anybody can get the curriculum.
Okay.
If you're homeschooling, if you just want to program with your child after school or something, anybody can get that program. It's actually it's on the website.
Wow.
It is a fabulous program. So, and I'm going to bring up Mr. Stephen Ritz.
Mm-hmm.
They call him the founder of the Bronx Green Machine. He brought towers into one of the most underperforming schools in the Bronx and has changed history. Kids get excited about coming to school. And as he said, you don't have to use this for STEM programs. You could use this for art. You could even use this for history if you want to try to grow some ancient produce, because you can buy heirloom produce. You can buy heirloom seeds. You could use that for history. There's so much you can do with this tower in an educational setting. It amazes me.
Oh,
it is limited only by your imagination.
Absolutely, because you could grow flowers, you could grow herbs, you could grow medicinal herbs. Yes. I love that. Oh my
okay,
gosh,
and there's one more thing when it comes to education I'd like to share with you.
Yeah.
One of my partners, very wonderful lady that I work with, means the world to me. She has brought towers to the life skills students at the high school in the area.
Okay.
And they grow the produce that then goes into the cafeteria.
Yeah.
For our special kids, our specially abled kids, she's actually doing it with a couple of school districts. They learn life skills and they get to do, the teachers are always happy when the good stuff comes out and the kids are happy. It's a wonderful way to encourage learning at every level.
Yeah, I'm loving this idea for, when the kids go back to school and stuff. And one of the reasons is because we have found that we have a lot of children that have ADHD, that are
Yes,
having some problems with learning, and a lot of that has to do with nutrition.
very
And
much so.
I think, there's actually, I'm thinking of a particular school in California where the academics were low, the sports were low, like the school was a failing school, and the principal came in and said, okay, we're going to provide breakfast, we're going to provide lunch, and we're going to provide after school dinners, kind of food for them. And it's all going to be plant-based, and it's all going to be really good, healthy food for them. We're taking out the processed foods, we're taking out the sugar, we're taking out all of that. And what they found was this school in California, their sports went up by a ridiculous degree. Their academics went up. It became one of the top schools in the state, and it started at a bottom school, and what they did was they actually changed the nutrition of the kids. And I think that this is brilliant, having tower gardens in the classroom, not only because it could teach kids life skills, right? How to eat
Correct.
nutritious food,
Yes.
the importance of eating nutritious food. But not only that, then also using this same food and providing it for the cafeterias and things like that, so that the kids can actually have that food. And when you start them off young with eating good food, they take
Yes.
those skills into their life as an adult. And maybe we can stop some of this chronic diseases and inflammation. And the inflammation is coming from the processed foods, the sugar,
The
this
sugars.
the stress, all of that. So I love the tower. Like, I'm loving this idea of the tower garden. I think it's great, especially in the schools. And also I love it in for I'm thinking for myself, for growing my own medicinal herbs, and my microgreens. I love my microgreens.
I know you do.
My newest favorite one is clover and sunflower.
Ooh.
They're so sweet, and they're so good. Anyway, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, that's fine. I'm just listening. I will mention this. It's not uncommon for people to have multiple towers. There are people that have their smoothie tower where they grow everything that they put in their smoothies, and then they have their green tower where they get their greens or their vegetables for their salads and the rest of the family. And I'm not kidding. There are those that have exactly what you just said, a medicinal herb tower garden.
Where do they put this? Because it seems huge. Like, how do they have all of this space? Can you put this in a garage, or does it have to be kind of heat? Like, does the climate have to stay kind of steady? Like, how are they doing that?
It would have to be indoors if it's 5 degrees out, unless you had a heated garage.
Okay.
And it depends again on what you're growing. I have had people, even here, I'm in Northern Illinois, we're a whopping, I don't know, 6 degrees right now. We had another 5 or 6 inches of snow overnight. But I have had people with heated garages. You can put an aquarium heater in the bottom. And then if you find a way to keep, some people have little plastic greenhouses in their garage. It all depends on what works best for what you want to grow. And I love experimenting. I have greens that didn't grow. I tried growing some Japanese leafy things. Didn't make it. Okay, moving on. I'll plant them in a pot outside in the summer and see what happens. Some things grow better than others. The things you cannot grow in here are shrubs or trees. You're not going to put a lemon tree in here as much as I'd like to. So it all depends on what you would like to grow, and if you have multiple rooms, a bedroom here, a bedroom there, in the basement, in a greenhouse.
Are you limited by the size of the basket? And the reason I'm asking that is because couldn't you start, I started my little avocado, Pierre, our avocado.
Mm-hmm.
I started him in a glass.
Sure.
But I'm assuming the avocado seed would probably be too big for the basket. So that would limit that as to why it wouldn't be able to grow, correct?
True, but we've had some people do some intriguing things. We used to say no root vegetables. I have people growing carrots. The yield is not very big, but again, they're experimenting and they're seeing what works. You can grow, I've seen it once, and now that they're coming out with patio hybrid versions of corn, I expect at some point this summer to see some corn growing out of one of these.
Did I see zucchini or squash? I guess
yes.
They're not root vegetables. So
they're not root vegetables, but they're not root vegetables, but yes, you can, because they'll trail out the bottom. Growing pollinating plants indoors is a challenge.
Because you're going to have to self-pollinate.
But yes, people grow watermelons. They'll grow squash. They'll grow pumpkins out of their towers.
I'm like visualizing watermelon and pumpkins in somebody's living room on the
Not recommended in the living room, but hey, if you want to give it a try.
I'm totally
and I don't know if you can hear it, it just clicked on.
Oh, that's hilarious. You said the rain just clicked on?
The water the pump just started.
Ooh, so you is it loud? I mean, when you hear it, is it going to be a loud sound?
You know what? I think it's like anything else. You get kind of used to it. Let me take you around and show you my chard, because I love my chard. Can you see the colors?
I see it. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Okay, so show it down a little bit. I want to see the base of the chard where it's growing out of.
Is that too close?
Huh? No, that's perfect. So all of that can grow from that little cup, from that little basket.
What else do I want to show you here?
That is so interesting.
Oh, I should show you these. I'm going to show you this. Do you see how it's blue and there's nothing in there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you need to put something, when you don't have anything growing, you need to somehow cover it. You don't want algae growing inside, and you don't want the water splashing out by chance.
Oh, okay. So do they give you some type of a stopper or something?
I thought that was on Amazon. I'm not gonna lie to you. You could roll up aluminum foil. Some people put ping pong balls in.
Oh, okay. So it seems like most of the things that you can grow in there are like herbs and greens.
Inside, yes. Outdoors, like the last time I had this outdoors, I had 2 tomato plants, peppers, eggplant, and the rest of them were lettuces and herbs.
So could you grow tomatoes inside?
You can. People do it. I don't personally have the patience to deal with the pollinating.
So you'd have to pollinate them. That's interesting, because I had I can't even remember the name of it. It was like a counter garden one. I can't think of the name of it at all. But I was able to grow little cherry tomatoes and I didn't have to do anything.
It might be a special hybrid version. I don't know.
But I also didn't grow it from seeds. I don't remember. I think I grew it from some little pods that you could buy these
And
little
they might
pods.
have pollinated each other. And there might, maybe there's enough, maybe the cat rubbed up against it or something. You
No, it
never
was on
know.
the counter.
Yeah.
They don't get on the counter. No. That would be threatening by death. No.
We never let cats on the counter either.
No, I don't want cats where my food is.
Although
Okay.
I did have an Italian Greyhound do it once. Still don't know how.
So where can we find this tower garden? How can we get one? If we're interested in it, where can we go to? I have your link scrolling along the bottom. So sonda.towergarden.com, is that where people can go for more information and to
They can, or they can when they go to that website, there's a contact where they can put in their information and I can get a hold of them.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to make sure I let you know.
I love this. Like, the possibilities of this are just,
they're endless.
Like, literally they're endless. When I eventually get my she shed, because I am going to get that she shed. It is going to be my studio, my filming studio, my office, my yoga studio, all of that. But I can absolutely see making sure that when I have this built, having the room for that to happen, so that when I do my, my cooking demonstrations and when I do those kinds of things, I can easily just pick it right off my own tower garden, and I don't have to call Instacart to come and drop off food, fresh food for me. And you can't get any better than that, because my theories of how to pick your fruits and vegetables are: number one, vine ripened, tree ripened fruits and vegetables, organic fruits and vegetables. That is the very best, number one, very best way to get your food, is vine ripened or tree ripened organic fruits and vegetables. Why? Because the last 2 weeks before something is ripe is when it gets most of its nutrients. So I think that this is brilliant, because it's hard to find tree ripened, vine ripened fresh organic fruits and vegetables unless you're part of a co-op or something like that, because otherwise it's picked too soon. It is picked 6 to 7 weeks before it's ripe. Well, great, but it doesn't have all the minerals and vitamins that it should have in it. So this is excellent. I love this idea of being able to
have no idea how they're grown.
Oh, absolutely.
I know exactly how this is grown. And the other thing is that if someone happens to be listening, who's wondering, if you can also do this in a food bank or at a food pantry. Like you said, with the children who don't get good nutrition, we know what tends to be, not always, but what tends to be at food banks and food pantries are a lot of processed and canned and easily stored goods.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to talk a local businessman into donating the funds to get one into a food pantry in the town where I work. And I've been asking nicely, and I every now and then I mention it again, because this is very simple for an organization like that to run as well.
Okay. Huh. Interesting.
And the only thing I'm going to say, Latina, is don't wait till your she shed is built. You have never had basil unless you've gotten it, like, grown it yourself and pulled a 4-inch basil leaf off of your tower.
Oh my gosh. That's a bit, yeah, my little basil right now is struggling in my kitchen on in a pot on the floor. It's kind of struggling right now. It doesn't look all that great. Yeah, it's
You
struggling.
just need one basil leaf, whatever you're doing.
That would be pretty awesome. That would be pretty awesome. Okay, well, thank you so much. I have your information scrolling on the bottom. So if anybody is interested in the Tower Garden, make sure that you contact Sonda, and she'll be more than happy to give you the information, more than happy to show you how you can purchase your own. I'm excited. This is I love the fact that you basically have your own garden in your living room. Like I love that. When you coined that, I was like, what? That is awesome. I love that. I could see growing some catnip on the bottom for Kitty and Max. Like
cat grass. It's a lot of people do that.
Yeah, I could totally see that. I could see them enjoying. They could have a little piece of the real estate on the on the Tower Garden. Well, thank you for sharing with us your Tower Garden, because I've been so interested in them, and it's different seeing them online as opposed to like actually seeing them in person, actually talking to someone who has one and seeing what it really looks like in a real home, as opposed to the beautiful, studio where you can't really judge how big something is or anything like that. But thank you for showing us and sharing with us your baby, your living room garden. If anybody has any questions, by all means, I think we do have some comments here. Let's see. Oh yeah, Nikiki says definitely can grow medicinal herbs. They make great tinctures. Yes, girl.
Yep.
She wanted to know if we can actually show the garden again.
Sure.
Somebody else says they have 2 tower gardens. They're so thankful for the tower to table benefits of convenience and the nutrient dense, delicious produce that is free of pesticides and herbicides. Thank you so much for highlighting this today. May it bless many. Yeah. Can you give us like a big a big shot of your tower garden so people can see it? Like,
sure. I'm not going to lie to you. I can't quite see the camera. Something happened on my end, but as long as it's working on yours.
Oh yeah, I can see it. Stand back just a little bit so we can show. Yeah, good. Scroll down just a little bit. So tilt the camera down just a little. Perfect. Excellent. Okay, back up. I feel like I'm directing a video shoot. Okay, now scroll down all the way down to the floor so we can see the full length of the Tower Garden. Yes. Pull back just a little bit. Yes. Oh, okay. There we go. All right. So we don't have to worry about it being on carpet or anything like that.
No,
because it's not going to splash. Excellent. Okay, go ahead and scroll back up.
And these, by the way, are some little tower babies that are starting to grow.
Oh, I love that. Is that lettuce?
Can you see them?
Yep, I see them.
All righty. And back up.
I love that. Wonderful.
Come over here.
Thank you.
Got some oregano growing back there.
I love that. One last question before we leave, but does it take like the normal growing cycle for things to grow, or does it grow faster because it has the lights?
It grows faster.
It grows
and you get a higher yield.
Awesome.
And studies have been done where you get it's actually more nutritious.
Okay. All right. Well, awesome. Thank you so much. Plus it's getting all the nutrients and everything it needs from the because you're feeding it, right?
Correct.
And our ground doesn't even have all the nutrients that it used to have even 10 years ago. So that absolutely makes sense. You're pouring nutrients back into it. I love that idea. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Sonda. I love it. Make sure that you follow her, and then go ahead and make sure that you join our new Coffee Break Live with Dr. Latina group, Coffee Break Live with Dr. Latina group, because we are going to be We're going to be showing Coffee Break Lives only on coming up soon. It's only going to be on YouTube, and it's going to be on our group page. So make sure that you join the Coffee Break Live with Dr. Latina and you subscribe on YouTube to ALN Health and Wellness TV. Well, that's it for me. And I want to thank you for joining me. Love you. If you have any more questions, make sure you put them in the comments, and Sonda and I will be more than happy to answer those questions. Other than that, have a wonderful Tuesday. Stay nice and warm. We're praying for all of our friends that are in Texas and in those areas that are having some power outages. Make sure you stay warm, dress in layers. You're going to need them. We love you. We're sending you love. We're praying for you. We're thinking about you. Enjoy your day. And remember, you're already a winner because you woke up this morning. See you later. Bye.